No, no. Oh, hell no.
I love I'm. I don't know what the hell that means.
I don't know what that means either.
Let me complete this sentence.
The wilderness hides chilling secrets, unseen eyes, eerie whispers, and encounters that defy reason. From shadowy figures to bone-chilling sounds, these 6 haunting camping encounters caught on camera will make you question what truly lurks in the dark. Are you ready to face the nightmare hidden in the wild? Watch, if you dare. Don't miss the bonus in the end. October 28th, 2024. This camper pulled up to the infamous 3rd Bridge near Denver, Colorado. It's a place the locals call Crybaby Bridge. And trust me, there's a reason for that nickname. This bridge has been tied to all kinds of spooky stories and creepy rumors. Word on the street is that back in the 1800s, a whole family was brutally killed there. And since then, there have been all sorts of bizarre accidents. People say they've seen strange lights, heard creepy noises, and even encountered ghostly figures roaming the area. And right from the moment they rolled up, it was clear something wasn't quite right.
What the hell happened? Huh? What happened? What?
I don't know, those guys look like he was coming from.
Now, this camper wasn't there for a relaxing night out in nature. Nope. They were there to film, get some footage of the place, and see if they could capture anything paranormal. But right when they were setting up, his buddy Mo suddenly yelled out from the bridge. Mo claims someone, or something, had been sneaking up on him. He said it felt like a shadowy figure was right behind him, just out of sight. Naturally, they both started looking around, but there was no one there. Just the eerie quiet of the place.
Like central to this area, so we're gonna actually go down there and we're start investigating. We got to make sure there's no one here. You good?
Yeah, he was standing on this side.
Okay.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that? I think just literally hit the bridge. Okay, I guess I can go down from here. Just trying not to tumble or lay down. It's okay from here. Whoa, this is creepy.
They weren't ready to call it quits just yet, though. They decided to head down beneath the bridge to keep looking for clues. That's when the real weirdness started. A loud thud echoed through the structure, like something or someone had slammed into it. It was the kind of sound that made your skin crawl. You could practically feel it vibrating under your feet, and it definitely got the adrenaline pumping.
What the fuck was that? I thought I saw something. We'll get back to the story in a sec. I thought I saw something down there. For a second, it literally looked like there was somebody standing there. Hello? Hang on. Okay, is there actually like somebody here right now? Kind of like spying on us all of a sudden? Okay, I don't even know. So continue on with that story. Basically, the 2 brothers were driving with their Volkswagen. They lost control of the vehicle, ended up in the ditch, flipped the car 4 times, caught on fire, and their remains were undiscovered.
And then, just when they thought things couldn't get any stranger, one of them felt a hand, or something, grab at his jacket. It was like invisible fingers were yanking on it. He whipped around, shining his flashlight into the darkness, but there was nothing there. It was like the air itself was playing tricks on them.
Light. I just saw a flash of light all the way down there. I should have grabbed my... Is there a person down there? I swear for a second I thought I saw a person down there. Hello?
Dead animals.
Oh, no way. That is weird. I'll explain why that's weird in a moment, but...
Investigation.
Investigation, yes. You guys know exactly what's going on. There's another light over there. I don't know what that is. And it's gone. No, wait, now it's back. It's gone again. What the hell? What is that?
11.
Hey Mo, where'd you go? Where did Mo go?
Blesses.
They were starting to get a real bad feeling about all this, but they pushed on. Just when they thought they'd had enough, things took an even darker turn. The whole bridge started to shake. Not a small tremor, but like the ground itself was moving beneath them. And then, the scream. It wasn't a scream from a person. It was high-pitched, desperate, and definitely otherworldly. The kind of sound that makes your stomach drop straight into your feet. Mo, who had been getting more and more freaked out, shouted that he saw something moving in the shadows. A pale figure, he said. Maybe a ghost.
It's right there. Oh, what the fuck was that?
What the fuck is that?
What was that?
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
What?
There is no way. Bro,
What?
bro, look at that.
What is that?
It's a fucking wrench. Bro, I just saw that wrench at the end of the bridge.
Really?
Literally.
What
That
the
is the
fuck?
exact same wrench I found at the end of the bridge.
Like it was just on the bridge.
It was on one of these like things here.
Oh.
But that wasn't the weirdest part. No, the temperature suddenly dropped, like someone had cranked down a massive air conditioner. Frost began to form on the windows of their car, even though it wasn't nearly cold enough for that to happen. It was like the cold was alive, and it was coming straight for them. The air felt heavy, and it was hard to breathe, like something was pressing down on them. At this point, they knew it was time to get the heck out of there.
It says I'm. I love I'm. I don't know what the hell that means.
I don't know what that means either.
Let me complete that sentence.
That is definitely only true for one of us here, and it's not me.
It's you. No,
No,
it
it's
is you.
you.
It is you.
Definitely. Okay.
I'm just trying to lighten up the mood.
Yes.
Stay right here.
What the fuck? It just said stay right here.
It said stay right here.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Sounds like something's coming.
Yeah. I don't see anything. You hear somebody speaking?
No, I can't hear a thing because of the wind.
I thought I heard somebody talking. There's lights over there.
Well, we saw lights coming from down there.
Yeah.
They're not there anymore. I just see the house lights.
But as they were getting ready to leave, they saw something that stopped them dead in their tracks. A shadow, tall and moving way too fast, crossed right in front of their car headlights. It wasn't just a person walking. It was like it was gliding, almost unnatural. The figure disappeared into the fields, leaving them with that cold, sick feeling in the pit of their stomachs. Then, as if on cue, they heard a voice, soft but unmistakable. "Stay right here." They didn't wait to see who it was. Instead, they just floored it, speeding away from the bridge as fast as they could. But as they drove off, they could still see lights flickering off in the distance, and the sound of faint drumming echoed in the air, like something was following them. Neither of them said a word the whole way home. They were shaken, silent, each one trying to process what had just happened. They'd come to Third Bridge looking for the paranormal, and well, the paranormal had definitely made its presence known. They left with some crazy footage and more questions than answers. Whatever they encountered there, it wasn't something they'd be forgetting anytime soon. Let me take you back to 1971, when Ron Morad and his friends decided to take a trip into the wild Sierra Nevada mountains. They were looking for a little adventure, a chance to disconnect from the usual grind. But what they ended up experiencing turned into one of the most talked about mysteries in Bigfoot history. So there they were, deep in the mountains, miles away from the nearest town. Everything was calm at first, just the typical sounds of nature. The rustling of trees, birds calling, that sort of thing. But as night started to fall, the atmosphere shifted. That's when the weird noises began. It started with some strange grunts and whooping sounds coming from the thick forest around them. It was unsettling, to say the least. And these weren't the sounds of any animals they knew. This was something different. Whatever was making these noises sounded huge, like it was right next to them. Naturally, the group started getting nervous. I mean, imagine being in the middle of nowhere with no other humans around, hearing these deep, strange sounds coming from the dark forest. They didn't take any chances. They set up a makeshift shelter, threw cables around it to keep themselves safe, and huddled inside, hoping whatever was making those noises would go away. But it didn't. In fact, the sounds started getting louder, almost like whatever was out there was circling their camp. The growls, the whoops, the eerie blowing sounds, everything seemed to get closer and closer. It wasn't long before they decided to record the noises, and what they captured is now legendary, what's come to be known as the Sierra sounds. The recordings are unlike anything you'd expect to hear in the wilderness. There were growls, howls, and even sounds that seemed like some kind of communication between multiple beings. Experts have listened to these tapes over and over, and they all agree on one thing. The patterns and frequencies of the sounds don't match anything from known animals or humans. It was something completely different. Of course, no one really knows for sure what made those sounds. The idea that it could be Bigfoot, the elusive creature that's been a part of folklore for centuries, has been a hot topic of debate ever since. Some people believe the sounds are proof that Sasquatch is real, roaming the mountains just out of sight. Others are more skeptical, thinking it could be some elaborate hoax or maybe even an undiscovered animal making noises that we just don't understand. What really adds to the mystery is how remote their campsite was. I mean, they were literally miles away from any civilization, deep in the heart of the wilderness. So what could have been responsible for the noises they heard in such an isolated place? The group was on edge, wondering if they might need to shoot their way out if things got worse. But even with all the analysis, all the studies, no one has ever been able to prove exactly what made those sounds. To this day, the Sierra sounds remain one of the most famous pieces of evidence in the Bigfoot mystery. Whether they're proof of Sasquatch or just some freaky coincidence, they've captured the imagination of people all over the world. Every time you listen to them, it's hard not to feel that chill down your spine, wondering just what could be out there, lurking in the woods. Ghosty, this YouTuber known for his wild adventures, decided to take on something pretty insane, camping overnight in a cemetery in the Dominican Republic.
Dude, I finally made it into the cemetery, the Dominican Republic. And it is crazy. I saw the vibe here, so different. It's just creepy. You know, I don't want to suspect, but it's a creepy cemetery. The cemetery of the Dominican Republic is crazy. I just heard a couple of noises here. There's a lot of dogs barking. I'm sorry, I'm just hearing a lot of noises out here. It's crazy. The whole cemetery. That was the same one that I heard earlier. Yo, I got the only creeps. Let's start walking around and see what we're gonna find and see what's gonna happen.
Now let me tell you, this cemetery is no joke. It's the kind of place that sends chills down your spine just by looking at it. And I should know. I've seen it myself.
Dude. What the? Now that's a chicken right there, but... Yo, let's start from over here first.
Anyway, Ghosty starts his exploration, flashlight in hand, ready to get up close and personal with whatever this spooky spot has to offer. Right away, he starts hearing some really weird noises, like distant barking that just feels off. He doesn't let that stop him, though, and pushes forward. You can tell he's determined, but even he starts feeling the weight of the eerie vibes hanging in the air. As he walks deeper into the cemetery, things get weirder. His flashlight beams across the dark graves and tombs, and what does he find? A candle flickering.
Somebody was here recently. Now, I don't know how long. When you light up a candle, I just don't know how long it will be turned on. I mean, it is right now, 1 a.m. in the morning. What was that? Oh, my thing's off. Oh, turn the battery down for a second. Oh, you gotta be careful shining the lights over there. It smells really bad here. Like this right here is wide open. It looks like somebody comes here and sleeps here. You see that pole right in the middle is like holding this little tomb.
Someone had been here recently, and not in a good way. The whole place smells like decay, and with all the open tombs around him, the whole situation feels wrong.
Dude. My God. Hello, saludo. ¿Alguien está ahí? I just asked if somebody's here. Oh my God, what was that? Dude, I literally just saw something peeking out from that one right there.
He's clearly getting uncomfortable, and it's not just the smell. He keeps hearing sounds like something is moving behind him, but when he turns, there's nothing there. Then just when you think things can't get creepier...
Put my light a little lower. Oh my God. Oh my God, what was that? Something just moved right there. Hello, buenas. Yo hago videos de paranormales. Si quieres comunicar conmigo, me avisa. Something is moving. Hello? Yo, this is so scary. I don't do cemetery just because cemeteries are different in the United States compared to here. Like, this is like kind of like a familiar vibe. What is that?
Ghosty spots something that makes his blood run cold. There's a figure half hidden behind one of the tombstones peeking at him.
What kind of bird or whatever animal is that?
At first, he's not sure what it is. Is it a person? A shadow? His heart starts racing, and the tension builds up even more. And it's not just the weird figure. The atmosphere in that cemetery just keeps getting more intense. Strange sounds, erratic movements, and the presence of animals in the distance. But Ghosty isn't so worried about the animals. No, he's more concerned about the people. Because in places like this, it's not the wild creatures you should be worried about. It's the ones who are hiding out in the shadows, watching you.
What the? Look. Somebody's right there.
Finally, after everything is just getting way too freaky, Ghosty's had enough. This is getting way too creepy. I'm out of here, he says, wrapping up his video. And honestly, I don't blame him. That Dominican cemetery was a lot more than he bargained for. It's one thing to visit, but spending the night? Yeah, I'd be out too. On June 26th, 2024, Eric and his buddy decided to go on a hike in the woods. They were heading toward this old monastery called Disney Bodberg, which was hidden pretty deep in the forest. The sky was starting to look like it was about to burst into a storm, but they pushed on, sticking to the marked path. But then, out of nowhere, they stumbled upon this creepy old house. It wasn't on any map or trail, and it had this eerie, abandoned vibe.
I didn't see a house on the map. There's a house right here. I hope we're not trespassing.
Yeah, me too. Wow. Look at that.
Yeah, but seriously, let's pay attention because I don't know what this is. So we'll just try to walk past it. Wish us luck. This is, dude, Eric, this is kind of weird.
It felt like the kind of place where something was just off. Naturally, they got curious, but as soon as they stepped inside, Eric's EMF detector, which had been quiet up until then, started going crazy. It was like the house itself was alive, just waiting for them to enter. The air felt thick, like it was holding on to something or someone.
This is weird. So it looks like this is, hello? Wow, dude, I think this is abandoned.
Really?
Yeah.
Eric decided to check out the second floor while his friend hung back downstairs. But as he climbed up, he started hearing faint footsteps above him. Even though the place was supposed to be empty, he wasn't alone. That's when his ghost radar app kicked in and started detecting 3 entities nearby. Eric, trying to stay calm, knocked on the wall and asked if anyone was there. That's when the silence was shattered by a faint but very deliberate knock from upstairs, just like someone was answering him.
There's another whole floor up here, but
Really?
yeah.
Dude, did you just hear that?
I heard that. Sounded like thunder, didn't it?
It did. Okay, now the EMF is going crazy. As soon as you went up there,
Really? Maybe
yeah.
disturbed something? Someone?
Yeah, I think you disturbed something.
Wow.
Did Eric disturb? Yeah, Eric, you disturbed it. It's like responded to that.
Okay. So,
Wow, I want to go up there too. This is freaky. I hear something.
yeah. Sounds like thunder or bomb or something.
No, I think I heard somebody out here. Yeah, I heard the thunder too. Dude, I just got the weirdest vibe from this part of the building.
As they moved around, Eric's friend spotted something that made their skin crawl. There were handprints, skeletal handprints, smudged on the walls, covered in dust like they'd been there for decades.
Wow, dude. That is freaky. I never noticed that before.
And then, just when they thought it couldn't get any weirder, Eric heard a voice. It was soft, almost like a whisper, but it didn't sound human. He froze. Whatever it was real and it was close. But the scariest part happened when they decided it was time to leave. The kitchen, which had been empty when they first arrived, now had all the cabinets wide open. As they watched, the stove door creaked shut on its own with a loud slam. That's when Eric felt this cold breeze brush past him, like something or someone had just walked right by.
I heard a voice. I just heard an actual voice in here. Can you speak? Do you have a voice? Can you speak? Do you have a voice?
They both knew it was time to go. With their hearts pounding, they apologized to whatever might have been there, whether it was something alive or something from the past, and they didn't look back. As they left the house, the strange handprints, the knocks and the whispers stayed with them. They couldn't help but wonder, had the house trapped more than just memories? Had it captured something far darker? Either way, they promised each other they'd never come near that place again. 2 years ago, a chilling mystery unfolded in Wadesboro, North Carolina, when a skeleton was found deep in the woods behind the Wadesboro Armory. It was the remains of a woman, but not much else was clear. She had a few pieces of clothing left on her, like a black bra and what looked like leggings, but they were in bad shape from the weather, so they couldn't provide much useful information. What really got people talking was a strange discovery that came months earlier. In August 2021, some trail camera photos surfaced, and they were unsettling. The photos showed a woman walking alone at night, wearing only a bra and some really dirty leggings. She looked hurried in the first set of shots, almost like she was running from something. But in the last ones, she seemed to be limping, using a cane. That detail left the investigators scratching their heads. Was this woman somehow connected to the skeleton? If so, how? What had happened to her? Then things got even stranger. In early 2022, a group of hunters made another bizarre find in the same spot. A backpack. They admitted they took some money from it before calling the police, but by the time authorities arrived, the backpack had mysteriously vanished. What happened to it? Why was it gone? The whole thing felt off, and it only added to the mystery. Around the same time, a website that tracks missing people seemed to make some connections. One of the names they brought up was April Michelle Reed, but after comparing dental records, they ruled her out. Then there was Amber Ray Johnston, who had gone missing while on a trip to Myrtle Beach. Her phone's last signal pinged near Charlotte, not too far from Wadesboro. Could she have been the woman in those photos? Was this her final location? As of today, the DNA from the remains is still being analyzed, but so far nothing has been confirmed. The mystery just keeps growing, and the families of these missing women are still waiting for any kind of closure. No one knows what happened to that woman or if she's connected to the others who vanished in the area. But those photos, those eerie trail cam shots, keep haunting everyone who hears about the case, leaving it unsolved and just as puzzling as the day it was first discovered. There's this YouTuber, Max, who's all about nature, camping, and wildlife. His channel, Max Hunts, is filled with incredible footage of him exploring the wild, setting up camp in remote places, and just soaking in the beauty of nature. He's been doing this for over 2 years now, sharing his experiences with a growing audience. But there's one night, February 4th, 2024, that's got everyone talking. Something happened that night that totally threw him and his friends for a loop. It was a cold evening out in the Arizona desert, a place that's as vast as it is quiet. Max and his buddies had decided to do a camping trip, and even though it was chilly, everything seemed pretty normal. The sun had just dipped below the horizon, and as the night settled in, they got their tents set up, a campfire going, and huddled around it for warmth. The usual sounds of laughter and casual chatter filled the air as they settled in for what they thought would be another peaceful night under the stars. But what came next was anything but ordinary. At first, no one really paid much attention to it. It was one of those things that kind of makes you think, nah, that can't be real. But it didn't take long for the group to realize something was definitely off. There, in the sky above them, was this strange object just floating silently, moving slowly across the dark canvas of the night. Now, whether it was in the atmosphere or up beyond it, no one could really tell, but it had this soft, eerie glow about it. It was like a tiny little beacon in the vast emptiness, glowing faintly against the twinkling stars. Max and his friends just stood there, staring up at it, completely dumbfounded.
That was amazing.
What a day.
Dude, oh my gosh, what is that? Oh no, I'm actually dead serious. Look at that. What is that?
Dude.
What is that?
UFO.
Wait, should I get the... Can you see it on the
start
light?
filming.
How do I
video
Wait,
that.
what the heck?
They're dropping
Oh.
chemtrails.
Dude, you could see it. You could see on the camera.
Are you filming?
What is that? Guys, come look at this. What in the world? Look at it. It shows super well.
Keep filming, Cal.
What is that?
Dude.
What is that?
No. You see that?
Is it coming towards us? That's creepy. We're here on the Mexican border, hunting deer, and we have spotted a UFO.
It wasn't like anything they had ever seen before. Not a plane, not a satellite, not anything that could be easily explained. It was something else, something unidentifiable. Everyone was silent, just watching, trying to make sense of what they were witnessing. But there was no real explanation. It wasn't like they could pull out their phones and Google it. This was something that didn't fit into any known category. And just as quickly as it appeared, the thing vanished.
This is
Dad,
kinda
what
crazy.
the-
Oh my goodness.
Guys, that's like
Dude, well, no, it's some
That's
kind of,
crazy.
Like, crazy
The UFO
flyby.
Yeah, what is that, do you think? Is it just a spaceship? Like,
Who knows?
oh my goodness, that's so crazy. It literally started way over there, and now it's traveled all the way over here.
Look at that.
It's crashing.
It just disappeared.
Oh!
No way!
You literally disappeared!
Dude.
What? Dude, I'm
That's crazy.
freaking out.
That's crazy.
I'm freaking out,
Dude, that's
dude.
crazy.
Dude, I'm
That's
freaking
crazy.
out.
One moment, it was right there in the sky, commanding their full attention. And the next, it just disappeared into the night like it had never even been there. The whole group stood there in stunned silence. There was this weird mix of excitement and apprehension in the air, a feeling like they had just witnessed something truly inexplicable. No one spoke for a few moments. What could they say? What they had just seen didn't make any sense. Max, being the pro that he is, had his camera rolling the whole time. He managed to capture the entire event on video, which was pretty incredible. But here's the thing, despite having the footage, no one could make heads or tails of it. The object, whatever it was, remains a mystery. The footage didn't answer any questions. In fact, it just added more to the pile. It left everyone with even more questions than before, and the thing itself still doesn't fit into anything we can explain. The sky, with all its stars and unexplained phenomena, is still full of mysteries that challenge our understanding. No one knows what Max and his crew saw that night, but it's definitely one of those things that sticks with you. Even though they don't have the answers, the whole experience left them wondering if maybe, just maybe, the truth is out there waiting to be discovered one day. Bonus, mysterious being. A group of friends was out in the forest, just wandering around, when they stumbled upon something that froze them in their tracks. High up in a tree, there was a young girl. Except she wasn't just sitting there. She was screaming, but not like you'd expect. Her screams were wild and she was thrashing around in a way that didn't make any sense. Her movements were jerky and unnatural, almost like she wasn't even in control of them. The whole thing was captured on camera, and it's unsettling as hell. You can see her twisting and screaming, her voice bouncing off the trees, sending chills down your spine.
Tingin tahu yang tunjuk lah. Nah, hey, wah, ada beres nang ini dah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
The first thing that hits you is, how the hell did she get up there? I mean, it's not like she's just sitting on a branch. She's freaking out, moving around in ways that seem impossible. Everyone's left with questions. What's going on? Why is she up there? And why is she acting so strange? Was she in some kind of distress? Was she under the influence of something dark? Or even worse, is this some kind of supernatural event that no one can explain? Whatever it was, it's the kind of thing that sticks with you. And now no one can stop wondering what really happened out there in that forest. And for more chills, get ready for this next video.